Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flacco looks to throw. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On the ground, it's Riddick. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Rock it.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flacco. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Riddick with a carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 16, Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Flacco to throw here on third down. And he's got Hireman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Behind. Black 80. Check 53 is mine. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hey, check 20. Okay, hot, that's way.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a third and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Slam, slam, slam.
Mahomes now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56 for Mike. 56 is Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Flacco. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set. Ready. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Monday. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Power 28.
Operating off play action. Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. Lock it in. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They run the counter. It's Freeman, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check. Fresno. Monday. That's what. 3 wide. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check.
Flacco from the gun. Pass incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Trying to lay one up deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check. Lucky. 56. Yellow. 56, right there. 56.
Now it's Mahomes again. And finding the tight end, Wilson. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
You. Check, squeeze. Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set. 10 over. Right there, 56. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check it out, Reed. General West. Go! Hey, Steve 6! Steve 6! Mike 56! Mike 56! Here we go,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gun.
To throw again on second down. Flacco looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Looking to throw. And he's got a noon one. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check nickel. Watch twist.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's checking. Crash.
On first down, it's Thompson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Jumper. 6'6", pull it high. Hey, wahoo! Fight.
They'll set up to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 3. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Flacco.